The shells. I have to make sure you see the shells so you know it's a positive review. Yeah! Hello one, hello all, it is the gothiest ghost of them all, Caspa in the flesh. And it is time for a review of Snowstrippers-April Mixtape 3. Snowstrippers are an electric duo consisting of two members, which are Deliver the Crush on production and Tatiana on vocals. And having such a short run so far, they've been able to release quite a handful of projects, such as their mixtapes, which are 3, this is the 3rd, and also a debut album. So releasing 2 mixtapes last year and a debut album last year. So they are working. The Snowstrippers are putting in work. So on here you're getting glitchy melodies, you are getting throbbing bass tones, you are getting ghostly leads, pretty much something you would have to acclimate your palate to. Lucky for me, I'm a Crystal Castles fan, so I've already acclimated my taste buds to this. But if you're not ready for this, you might want to do so, or just not partake in the listening of this. It's up to you. But my job as a music reviewer and the critical plug is to be your plug for music, so I would say give it a try. See if you like it. And if you don't, you don't. If you do, thank me. But on here, there's a lot of pounding and aggression within the rhythms here and the grooves, but also there's some sweetness too. The sweetness, whether it be the melodic vocals from Tatiana or within the instrumentation. And it's funny because even though it could come off sweet, it could come off bittersweet. Like, it's very melodic, but yet kind of nightmarish at the same time. Along with futuristic, nocturnal. It's very nocturnal. This album is definitely, it's very nighttime. Like, even though like you're listening to it during the day, you still get that nighttime feel. I don't know what it is. It could be how the bass operates and how the synths have like a glowing tone to them. It's very, very interesting. And there's a lot of variations within the synths. Sometimes they're pulsating, sometimes they're glistening, sometimes they're, like I said, glowing or blaring. And the rhythms, like I said, play a key part here. And how the cymbals clash and coalesce with the synths is very captivating. The opener has like these spiraling keys and these pounding bass tones and these vocal melodies and these beautiful vocal leads, and the groove here is so aggressive and punchy. It just makes me want to, you know, just get down in my cyber goth outfit if I had one. The synths can come off kind of ghoulish here, and I do love the inclusion of the disco piano lines here. Like, it's nightmarish, but it's very alluring at the same time. Pretty much that's the vibe of this album. Like, you know there's like some mystical, ominous feel here, but yet you can't help but get involved. You can't help but have an attraction to it and be allured to it. Now It's Not the Same does have a very odd progression to it, and also the modulated vocal leads here kind of remind me, actually very much remind me of Crystal Castles in their debut. However, I do feel it's done tastefully. Like, it's not just ripped off and thrown on there, and they're like, yep, it's a Crystal Castles reference, that's why it's good. No, like, there's something added here. Like, they basically don't necessarily say, hey, let's make a Crystal Castles song. They say, hey, let's make a song that's great as an Electroclash song. That sounds like something Crystal Castles would have done, but make it tasteful, make it innovative. And I love the ticking rhythms of the synths here. Another thing I love too is how the melodies create a rhythm that coalesces with the beat. I know that sounds kind of strange, but the way the melodies glisten, the way they coalesce, the way they operate, it just creates such a motion that you could dance to, but yet also not really miss a beat when it comes to the drums. Like to Complicate has like these rumbling bass tones and glistening synths, It really sounds like an apocalyptic dance party in a club, underground. I know that sounds scary, but to me, it sounds sexy. Now, as much as there are a plethora of bangers on here, and there are, and this is a great album, I do feel there are some ideas that could have been left on the cutting room floor, like the inclusion of the vocoder samples on here. It could have been left out. I feel it really throws off the rhythm, it throws off the groove that this could have had. And don't get me wrong, I don't really have a problem with that, but due to the fact that it's so punched in and abrupt, it really throws off the mood for me. But that's just me. Also, I didn't really dig the Uzi feature as much as I would have liked. I thought it was kind of lackluster. He's definitely come through with better melodies. He's definitely come through with more energy. I feel on here he kind of phoned it in. But that's just me. Overall, I think this album's great. I think the melodies are very infectious. I think it bangs. I think the synth work is very great. Has a lot of variation to it. And definitely a Electroclash duo to look out for. And I'm looking forward to April Mixtape 4, if there is one. Or the album. Let's get another album. But yeah, I am feeling a 4 out of 5 on this album. If you've given this a listen, what did you think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? And why? It's okay. You could hate it. You can have your opinion, because I have mine. But yes. Snowstrippers-April Mixtape, Caspa, Gothic Ghost. Till we meet again.